passage from the epilogue of the tannisho. If so, at least I got a different translation this time. Last week I wrote this translation. This is from the Shin Translation Center series at Honganji Center, currently chaired by Dr. Isao Igaki. And this is the well-known passage from the tannisho collection of Shinrans oral teachings. As I mentioned, they're kind of koanesque. There's always something there that surprises you or challenges you. And here we have the teacher at his later years, 84 years old and struggling with camping, Dr. Taitetsu Unno for the Northwest District who can. I think this is his take on this passage. He didn't directly tie it back into the tannisho. But what did Shinran mean? The vow is for myself alone. What Dr. Taitetsu Unno says is, you will never understand the Buddha's compassion until you understand that it is directed to you. If this is true, that at some point it has to come home. And this is so jodo shinshu, you know, if you compare us to Zen or Tibetan Buddhism, the Bodhisattva ideal, all these people who are trying to accumulate karmic merit and direct it to save all sentient beings, and that's wonderful. But we're the people that say, could I draw a little on that account? Could I take out about 1,000 units worth of positive karmic energy this week, because I don't know if I can generate a single bit of it. And this comes to us, this goodness comes to us, and if we can understand that the Buddha's compassion is directed to us, then we'll know that it's real, and will probably be easier for us to be more compassionate to others. Again, I agree with Dr. Unno, Dr. Taitetsu Unno. This is the key matter to understand. We're all concerned about people who have been made homeless by the tsunami and the earthquake in Japan, the victims of the tornadoes in Kansas and Missouri, the homeless, the people who are struggling, just barely holding on to their jobs in this terrible economy of your life. You're going to burn out right away. If you don't feel that there is compassion surrounding you, you're going to get very tired helping these billions of other people who need help because you need help too. I need help too. I agree with Dr. Unno that you've got to know that compassion is for you. And if you do, if you feel that, I just bet you're going to be kind to others. If you really feel you're loved, you're cared for, you're accepted just as you are, you can do for others. And there are no practices or techniques in Nembutsu from time to time, mindful of the idea that Namo Miyabutsu is filled with nurturing kindness. It can happen. We can come to understand that compassion is for us. Study and practice of the Buddha Dharma is sort of like gardening. There's something we can't make happen. You can't make a seed grow. You know, if you go out there and you till the soil and you water it and you put just the right amounts of fertilizers and you make sure it's in the right amount of sun, if the seed's dead, it won't grow. If you put bad seeds, seeds that aren't still alive, that aren't healthy, it's not going to grow. You can't make trust come into your heart. But you know, if you don't water and you don't put the seeds in a place where it's going to get the right amount of sun, it's very unlikely the plant's going to grow. And if we don't come to these services and chant the sutras, if we don't listen to Dharma talks from time to time, just like the ministers have to, that's why we take off usually in the middle of the week. Our study sessions are in the middle of the week, so we can be back on the weekend. It was very important to many of us to study with Dr. Taitetsu Unno, who was so generous with us. You know, the temple was kind enough to pay my registration fee, but they paid all. Dr. Unno even gave us copies of some sumie that he had written, and we laughed. And it's so generous, and just to be, again, as with, I think about the same age as Reverend Tokunaga, to be with these teachers sometimes, when you know they're in their senior years and they aren't going to have that many more years to be at the top of their game, and to get a simple message from them, you know, that just know that the compassion of the Buddha is for you. Don't think about all those other people that are going to think about the kindness, the caring. We don't often use the word, but the love of the Buddha is flowing into your heart, mind, and body right now. And if we say to them, if we come to these services, every now and then, it will come home to us that this is true. Just, all these things we do are just like watering the garden, you know. You can't make the seed grow, but if you do your thing, you come to the services, chant the sutras, say the Nembutsu, it'll happen. It'll happen sometimes. And I will end my comments there on the Dharma